William Blair Small Cap Growth Fund is up around 62% this year, outperforming 99% of its peers. One of the fund managers, Mike Balkin, is here with us now to discuss whether or not small cap continues to outperform large cap. Also, hopefully give us some stock picks. We welcome you to the studio, Mike. Glad to have you with us. So you say small caps will continue to outperform large caps in this environment. Why is that?
Well, small caps have historically always led the market coming out of a downturn, and obviously last year was a pretty big downturn, and I think that as we see light at the end of the tunnel, small cap stocks have usually been terrific performers.
So would you say that the market was sort of pricing in a depression and we got a recession, so that's a little bit different?
Yeah,
or?
I think that's what happened last year. The market was pricing in Armageddon, and when we didn't have a collapse of the financial system, stocks started to rebound pretty significantly, and I think that's what you've seen year to date so far, and we believe now from this point on fundamentals and earnings are really going to
even if the recession takes longer, because a lot of people are saying that unemployment report on Friday changed the hopes for a V, that we're sort of going to bump along here at the bottom for a while.
Right. Well, and again, it's hard to call when exactly the bottom actually occurred, but it seems that in most of the companies we're talking to, they're telling us that things have certainly started to improve a little bit, and we don't know how fast things are going to improve, but we think that the outlook, if you certainly go out into next year and into the following year, things look a lot brighter.
You like tech stocks, right, for small caps more than consumer stocks. Why is that?
Well, I mean, again, it's hard to like consumer stocks when you have 10% unemployment, and we think that those stocks have come a little too far too fast. But in technology, what we are hearing with a lot of the channel checks and such is that we're seeing more spending going on in the enterprise space, a lot of pent-up demand, and we believe that tech stocks are going to be a great place to be.
DG FastChannel is one of the stocks you like. Why is that?
Well, DG is a terrific little company. What they've done is they've created a proprietary network to deliver ads from advertisers to broadcast studios like Bloomberg and television and radio stations all across the country. And they've been hit hard as a result of advertisers pulling back this year. But we think moving forward, we're going to get a little bit of a tailwind as the economy improves, but also as everybody moves from standard to high definition ads, they make significantly more on a high def ad than a standard def ad. So we've got a couple of tailwinds here.
And how long do you like this stock? At what price do you like this stock if the ad slump continues?
Well, if the ad slump continues, I think some of that is priced into the stock. I mean, the stock at one point had been over $30, got hit down into the low teens, and now it's back somewhere around $20, $21, and we think it's still got significant upside.
Vistaprint is another stock you like.
Yeah, Vistaprint is a terrific play on the formation of small businesses. Obviously, when you have 10% unemployment, you have a lot of people looking for jobs or starting up their own businesses, and Vistaprint caters to the small business user. They have over 8 million customers that use Vistaprint to order business cards, stationery, and other small business services right online.
Now, Mike, that stock is trading, our viewers can see on the screens there, a little bit over $50 a share. Citigroup put out a note this summer downgrading on valuation, saying fair value is around $44 a share. Obviously, you don't agree with that?
No, we don't. We think that the estimates that the street are using are probably too low for 2010 and 2011. This company has historically grown faster than Wall Street's looking for. And again, as they add more and more services, we think that the numbers have room to move up.
All right, Mike, thanks so much for stopping by. Congratulations on the success of your fund so far this year. That's Mike Balkin, William Blair Small Cap Growth Funds.